Hi Ankit, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Can you tell us something about yourself?
Sir, my name is Ankit. Sir, I am presently working in one of the MNC companies, sir, from 4 years. I am in testing. So, before 4 years, I have worked in a non-technical side background. So, from
Mhm.
non-technical background, I have moved to technical background from 2019. So, I am working now, sir. Uh, Under manual testing my project I under telephone I'm working in one of the project in this present in manual testing, so I
Okay,
wanted to
so
move to automation testing. So I am
okay. Hmm. Okay, great,
so I have
great. Yes, so you
thank
have
you, sir.
mix of both experience, manual as well as automation, right?
Yes, sir, I am learning automation every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I am practicing automation every day on Selenium.
Mm.
So, sir, I wanted to move to automation, sir. So I'm waiting for a path for moving, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay,
So
great.
this was my first experience and interview with you, sir,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
on
no worries.
automation.
Okay, okay, great. So we'll be covering automation questions more for you then. Okay.
Yes, sir. Automation, what when I got time, sir, and weekends and every day after
Mm.
doing my work, I'm working on automation, sir. Daily I'm working on manual, sir.
Okay,
So
okay, great.
I'm balancing both.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Uh, are you using headphones? I see. I'm able to hear some background noise over there.
Yes, sir. I'm using headphones only, sir.
Okay. Okay. So let's continue with the test automation related interview questions. Okay. Uh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes. So which are the various automation frameworks that you are aware of?
Sir, automation framework, sir. I'm following from Udemy and the Navin automations. So from that videos, I'm coming from the ground path, sir.
Mm.
So I'm working in a Selenium tool, like some of the concepts how to find an web element by different methods. So implicit, explicit, those are course, those all I'm learning every day, sir. Each and every topic I'm spending for every 2 days. So I am working and practicing for every day, and I am yet to complete the course, sir, on
Mhm.
automation also.
See, uh, now coming to the interview, when you are being asked this question, when you are being asked this kind of question in a real time interview, right?
Yes,
So
sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
so try to answer that question, right? At that time, don't tell that this course is not completed or it is still in progress, right? In an interview,
Yes, sir.
in an interview, in yeah, in an
Yes,
interview,
sir. I
you will
can hear
have
you.
hello. Yes, Ankit.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hmm.
sir. I
You are
can
noting down
hearing
something.
you.
I think I'm getting some voice of opening books. And are you noting down something?
Sir, no, sir.
Okay,
No, no, no.
fine.
I am adjusting my pillow.
Right, right. No worries. So see, which are the different frameworks in automation? So one is the keyword-driven framework, right? So you have to tell which are the frameworks in the real-time interview. So one is keyword-driven framework. In the keyword-driven framework, we actually create the uh, framework with a set of methods, right? And we will have some keywords which will have a set of functions and instructions, right? Now, all the
Yes, sir.
operations, instructions to be performed are written in some external file like Excel sheet, right? So user
Yes,
can
sir.
control and specify the functionalities they want to test. So that is keyword driven framework, right? Then the
Keyword
another,
driven framework.
yeah, keyword driven framework. Then one is the BDD framework, behavioral driven development, right? In which you will have certain keywords like given, when, then, right? And and those are the keywords that can be created by anyone. Like the manual tester team or the automation team can also create those keywords, right? That is
Yes, yes,
BDD
sir.
framework, right? Then comes data driven framework. What is data driven framework? So data driven framework is a method of separating data sets from the test case, right? So it is used to fetch
Yes,
test cases, and you will be using some external files like Excel, CSV file, or XML file, or some database tables, right? So those are the various files that you will be using as an external library, right? So you can
yes, sir.
also, yeah, so you will have to read the data from an Excel. So that is data driven framework. Is it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Right.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is how you can explain the frameworks in an interview.
Yes, sir. Data-driven framework. One is keyword-driven framework and BDD.
BDD is also there. Then
Three.
one is hybrid framework, the combination of both, right? So that is also there. So you have to explain these frameworks in an interview. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Sir, actually, I am, sir, one question.
Hmm.
Sir, actually, I am working in automation, sir. I'm learning parallelly, sir. So, how can I convey them like I have worked like this, and how can I grab opportunities, sir? Any tips and any uh, paths, sir? Manual, I'm working now, sir. So that's why little bit. I didn't work on automation project.
Okay. So this is related to the career that you are asking, that you
Yes,
are
sir.
looking. Yeah. So we'll discuss this kind of queries once this interview is over. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Then um okay, what is a feature file and what is step definition file? So
Sir,
Ankit,
no, no,
recently
no,
now we
no
were
idea, sir.
no idea. Okay, fine. So recently we were discussing about the BDD framework, right? So feature file, it contains
Yes,
high
sir.
level description of the test scenario in simple language, right? It's a
Yes, sir.
plain text English language. So that is a feature file. Step definition file is the file in which all the code is there, right? So that will be
Okay,
linked
sir.
to the feature file. Okay,
Okay,
clear?
okay.
Okay, which are the different
Yes.
locators with the help of which you will find the or you will use in the automation? Which are the different locators that you will use in an automation?
Uh, by we can locate any web element by by many methods, sir, like ID or by name,
Hmm,
uh, by CSS selector, by XPath,
hmm.
by link test, by virtual link test, like that. So we can locate that web element. So actually, we will locate by web element by we can locate it by ID or we can locate it by XPath.
Mm-hmm. Right. So you will have different locators. Either you can locate by CSS ID, CSS class, then you have normal ID, or you have name, you have XPath, you have tag name, you have partial link text, you have link text, you have all these kind of locators are available in Selenium. Okay. Now, what is
Yes, sir,
XPath?
yes, sir.
Yeah, what is XPath?
Uh, Sir, XPath. So XPath, sir. In HTML DOM structure, if you want to locate any web element, sir, from top to bottom we can go, sir, step by step down. Down we can go and we can do it, but from bottom to top we don't have that facility in XPath, sir. We have that facility in CSS selector. If you want to locate any parent child
Mm,
in such cases, sir.
okay. So
We
which are the
use
different?
mostly XPath.
Yeah,
sir.
will use mostly XPath. Okay, let's say if you have ID also available for an element, then will you go for XPath or will you go for ID?
We will go for ID, sir. We, uh, we can go by alternate methods, but we will try ID also, sir. By
Hmm.
ID, find element.
Right, right. So you can go by ID, but again, if the ID is dynamic, if it is numeric value, then you can go for XPath.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which are the different types of XPath?
Mm, types of expert. Sir, we have expert difference like we have child, parent, preceding, following. We have
Okay.
those types in experts. By
So are you aware about relative XPath and absolute XPath?
yes, sir. I'm aware of relative experts, sir.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
So
we
what
use
is
mostly relate. We use
uh,
mostly relative expert only, sir.
uh-huh. So what is the difference between absolute and relative XPath?
At particular locator, sir, we can find at the particular locator absolute expert, but relative expert we can't at the particular locator we can't able to locate, sir, instantly. Like
Sorry, I'm not getting it. Can you please elaborate?
uh, as I I have written it in a brief so to understand, sir, like that. Uh, uh,
Hello, Ankit. Yeah, can you
sir,
please
sir,
elaborate? Can you give some example? Mhm.
sir, exactly I'm not getting, sir. Can you help this, sir?
Okay, okay, no worries. So see, there are two types of XPath. One is absolute XPath and another is relative XPath. In an absolute
Yes, sir,
XPath,
correct.
yeah, you will write the XPath and it will begin with a single forward slash. In a relative XPath, it will
Yes,
have
sir.
double forward slash. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Now,
sorry, sorry. Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
yeah. Now in the absolute XPath, you will have a direct way to find the element, but the disadvantage is there that if there are any changes made in the path of the element, then that XPath might get failed, right? So
Yes,
absolute
sir, correct.
XPath is a direct path, right? Now when it comes to relative XPath, now it can search elements anywhere on the web page, right? So you don't have to write a long XPath. You can start from middle of HTML DOM structure and you can write the XPath from
Yes,
there.
sir, yes, sir. Yes, we can write XPath from ending also. We can write from middle also. We can write from starting also. We can create it. So for absolute XPath, we can't have that facility.
Hmm. Correct, correct. Okay. Now I'm giving you one scenario. There are three drop
Yes,
downs. One is country, and then there is a state
sir.
drop down, and there is a city drop down, and they all have a select tag. Okay. Now the state drop
Yes,
down
sir.
appears in the DOM once the country is selected, and the city drop down appears in the DOM once the state is selected. So once the city drop down appears, you have to print out the values in the city drop down. So you have to print all the values in the those are displayed in the city drop down, right? So how will you
Yes,
automate
sir.
this scenario?
Sir, for city drop down, we have some formulas, sir. Like first selected, we should print like first selected value by we can find the element by ID by XPath. So we can we will take it as a string if it is country or state or city. So we will take like string that selected option. So from selected option. First selected option what it was there, so we will try to print by sysout. So We will try like this. We have actually for each and everything we have some examples, sir. So from that example we can get the selected option. We can print it console with the help of that.
Yeah, so you will print it, that is fine. But what will be the approach? How will you get all those values?
By we will take it as a for loop, sir.
You will take a
We will
for
have
loop.
for yes, sir. But we will take for loop. So we will take the size of that all options. So
Hmm.
from that size of all options, we will get that size or count. We will get no, sir. So
Hmm.
from that, we will take it to for loop, sir. From for loop to we can create a like I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to size I
Hmm.
plus plus. So I size. So we will create for loop and we will print it out, sir, all the options in console like that. We will get the size and then we will give in for loop. We will
Hmm.
mention that size in for loop.
Okay, fine.
Like
So,
we can locate it by index, sir. Like
uh,
if index 1, index 2, index 3, from that we can each and every one it will be printed in console what we have given.
hmm. Okay, fine. So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. I'll repeat the scenario to automate. There are three drop downs: country drop down, state, and city drop down with a select tag. The state drop down appears in the DOM once the country is selected, and the city drop down appears in the DOM once the state is selected. So once the city drop down appears, you have to print the values in the, or all the values those are appearing in the city drop down. So you can put your answers in the comment section of this video. Okay, Ankit. Next question is, you have to tell me the program, the Java program, in which you have to swap two numbers without using the third variable in Java. Right,
Yes, sir.
Ankit? So you have to
So
tell the logic. Yeah, just tell the logic, high level logic.
sir, for swapping of numbers, we will use temp, sir, TEMP, and
So,
for
so,
size, we will take it
so
as
what is, yeah,
length.
what is temp?
Length.
Yeah, temp is again a variable, right?
Yes, we will use it for swapping of variables, sir. I mean,
So you
swapping of
don't have to
numbers.
use, yeah, you don't have to use third variable.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Uh, we will use their for loop, sir. For loop like for is equal to 0, I less than or equal to length, size
Hmm.
I minus minus.
So I'll give you a hint. You don't have to use for loop. Let's say you have two variables, x value is
Yes, sir.
10, y value is 20.
Yes,
You
sir.
have to swap these two numbers such that y value
Yes,
should
sir.
be 10, x value should be 20. So how will you swap the two numbers?
So, we will assign those values as x is equal to y, integer x is equal to y, integer y is equal to 20 something, and so we have to use swap no, sir. So we will take like temp variable in
Yeah, so you don't
an
have to
like
use,
array.
yeah, you don't have to
Array.
use third
Yes.
variable or array. You don't need. I'll give you a solution. See, what is x? X value is 10, y value is
Yes,
20,
sir.
right? So when you do x, you can play with the addition operator x plus y, and then you can
Yes,
do y equal to x minus y, right? And then you
yes,
will
sir.
have the x value, you can get x minus y. So whatever earlier x plus y, so it was 30, right? Then y becomes x
Yes,
minus
sir.
y, so it is again 10. Now what is x? It becomes x minus y, so it will become 20. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
this
I'm
is how
getting it.
you
You
can
have
use
done.
addition, subtraction operator, and you can swap the values of the variables without using third variable.
Yes, sir.
I didn't use any loop. I didn't use any array.
Okay, sir.
Hmm? Okay. Okay, Ankit, I am done with the interview. You had some career related questions, right? We can discuss.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, I need to switch on. I mean, I need to switch on to an automation, sir. I mean, any other MNC company. So, can I get any parts, sir, like any because I'm in manual, so I need to move to automation. So, can I have any opportunity, sir, like that?
Yeah,
Can help?
definitely you can get those kind of opportunities. So first of all, in whichever company you are working, you can find out which team is working in the test automation, and you can sit with them. You can have a KT session from them that how they are creating the automation, what kind of framework they have created, right? Then you can understand that
Yes, sir.
framework. Try to create scripts. Try to do some development using those framework, right? And then slowly and gradually, you can create your own scripts. You can push your test scripts into the Git. And then once you are done with that, you can try for interviews outside.
Sir, actually, one of my senior in my team, I'm asking him, sir. Sorry, he is what. So I'm asking him. I'm taking suggestions, guidelines from him. Uh, he is suggesting some like that. Uh, yeah, if I get, I mean, if I get some chance in my team, I am interested to work. But there is no chance like that, sir. So I'm trying practicing from today my videos daily, sir, till now.
Mm,
Now
mm,
also I'm doing every day, sir.
mm. Yeah, that is fine. Everyone is doing that. Everyone is following the
Uh,
same thing. If you're not getting chance within
yes.
the organization, then you have to take help from external factors, right? And then,
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah, you
I'm
after.
searching for that only.
Mm,
Can you
okay.
any help for this, sir?
Yeah.
Guidelines or any
So
help for?
yeah, so if internally it is not possible for you, then externally you can try watching these videos and these tutorials, and you can practice by yourself. You can upload the code that you have created in the Git, and you can have a Git URL in your resume. During the interviews, you can tell, okay, you haven't got an opportunity to work or on real-time automation projects, but you have just practiced it by yourself at home, and this is the Git repository. This is the code that you have created. Okay, so that's how you can approach in an interview. Okay.
Okay. Sir, do you have any? I mean, can I get any help from you, sir? Like getting from help from others, other MNC companies, referrals like that, sir, for interviews.
Hmm.
Because I didn't get any interview call from 2 to 3 months, sir. I'm trying
Hmm.
since 2 to 3 months.
Hmm. So interview calls, it's not like you are not getting, but it the calls have reduced because of the market situation, right? So maybe
Right,
after
right.
some time the situation will improve, and then you will start getting calls.
Sir, can you refer some any any other companies, sir? Can you refer me like so I can give my interviews to them, sir, like that, and prepare some, can prepare and
So every day on this channel, the jobs are being uploaded. You can apply to those jobs, and if you get selected, you can get the interview scheduled.
yes, sir. I am sending daily my resume, sir.
Mhm. Right.
Every day
So
I'm following
definitely,
your channel.
yeah, yeah. So that's good thing. So definitely you can apply to those job opportunities. You will definitely get a call. But be prepared for the interviews. Once you get a call, then try to give answers in a proper manner. Try to turn on your videos and speak to them, right? And then definitely you will get selected.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is like I feel that some insecure in my company. If they see something
Yeah,
so
no worries,
so
no
I can.
worries. That is fine. Yeah, yeah. So thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much, Ankit. It was nice talking to you, and wish you all the best for your career ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, sorry, sir, from my side if
Yeah.
I
No
created
worries.
any.
No worries. No worries. That is absolutely fine. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.